welcome to Mouse Minutes, where we rate Disney experiences on a classical grading scale in 10 minutes or less, or your podcast is free. I'm your co-host, Jordan.
And I'm your other co-host, Whitney.
And Whitney, today we have a special Mouse Minutes episode.
Yay!
For the first time in ever, we actually have some family members on the podcast.
It's so fun.
We are joined by my sister, Alexandra Peterson, and my brother-in-law, Barry Peterson. Hello, family.
Hello. Sibling.
We're so glad you're here.
We're so excited. And now
We're so happy to be here.
And now people can see where our good looks come from. Well, I guess they didn't come from my sister, but she has them. We inherited them.
We got them together. Yeah.
But today, all of us are going to be grading San Angel Inn in the Mexico Pavilion in EPCOT. And we do all this to help you decide if it's a hit or if it's a skip for your next trip. All right, before we do some background on San Angel Inn,
yes,
let's get to know our guests.
Let's do it.
Barry and Alex, welcome to Mouse Minutes. Can you tell us just a little bit about yourselves?
Oh, yeah. Well, why did you have to use the word little? Are you calling me short?
No, because we're going to keep it in 10 minutes or less. We don't try to give this away for free.
I'm Jordan's little sister, and I am Whitney's sister as well, and I'm so happy to be here.
Yay!
My little sister with a big heart.
Yeah. And big mouth.
Well, I wasn't going to go there.
And big personality that we love so much.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just jump into it.
We got to hear about Barry.
Oh, Barry. Yeah.
Also.
Your show, anyways.
My brother.
I want to hear about Barry.
You're the littlest sibling out of everyone, and I'm the oldest sibling.
Yeah, you're the.
So I guess it really is opposites attract.
Mm-hmm. And you both are middle siblings.
That's right. Yeah, middles. What are you asking?
You recorded this, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're recording. We're hot. These mics are hot, baby.
Making sure. That would be bad. Okay.
We could redo it.
Wait. Are we actually recording this?
Can you imagine if we got all the way through?
Yes,
40
absolutely.
minutes?
I could imagine.
Yeah, that would
Text
be
us 30 minutes later, guys.
They're like, you guys are grading San Angel Inn on your own now.
So, Alex and Barry, how long have you guys been married?
Oh, it'll be 8 years this August 1st.
Yay!
Congratulations.
So fun.
And so
Tried
thankful.
my whole life for him.
Oh, he's a good one. And they're also affectionately known in our house as Kiki Gaga and Tio Oso.
That's right.
So that's what they go by here with the kiddos.
And why?
Kiki Gaga stands for Tia Gata. That's Auntie Cat. My family nickname was Alley Cat growing up. Meow. And Tio Oso, he's Bear. For
Bear
us. So, yeah, Bear in Spanish. So here we
I
go.
love it.
That's
I
right.
love it.
And we're keeping it a theme, right? Because we're grading something in the Mexico Pavilion this week.
Exactly.
Yeah, fun
That's right.
fact. The
Because-
gandaras have
Gandaras.
Mexico in their blood.
Sangre de Mexico. As our flags are falling down in the background.
It's the third week in a row.
Yeah. All right, let's get in this and do some background. Whitney, can you give us a little bit of background on San Angel Inn and the Mexico Pavilion in EPCOT?
So this actually, I didn't get the date. This actually opened with EPCOT October 1st. I think it was 1971?
That's right,
Okay.
71.
It opened with EPCOT. Did you just shrug your shoulders like you're not 100% sure?
He did, yeah.
Like 99.9%
It's
sure.
1971. Okay. So there is a real restaurant in Mexico City called San Angel Inn.
Oh,
Did you know that?
Restaurante.
Restaurante. It was a historic hacienda in Mexico.
¿Qué,
Like the 1600s.
¿Qué es hacienda?
I don't know. What is hacienda?
A hotel?
The hotel? Motel?
Yes, right?
Holiday Inn?
I'm like, how?
Any one of
Terrible.
those things?
Okay, well, here's the thing. It served as a monastery. It served as a couple different things. This is the actual one in Mexico.
Okay, we're not talking about the one in Epcot.
Not the one in
They had a
Epcot.
monastery in Epcot. Wow.
And then it was an estate for a while. It was a hotel, and then finally became the restaurant. So the owners actually came to Epcot to help open this restaurant
Wow.
in the Mexico Pavilion. Isn't that cool?
That is very cool. So you're telling me it's muy auténtico.
Auténtico? Where are you from, Spain? Auténtico.
Auténtico.
And this is actually placed inside of the Mexico Pavilion in the ruins. And it has the ride, the Three Caballeros rides through it, which is right next to it. So it's super fun.
Yes.
Mexican food,
Feels like you're outside, but then you don't have all the
restaurant.
mosquitoes like Central Florida has. It's great.
Fantastic.
It's the best of both worlds.
So that's what I've got for you.
And we're
Jordan.
grading it together because we just recently ate there together.
It was so good.
Right?
Or was it?
Yeah. I guess we're about to find out, especially because guests always go first.
Yes.
So, all right.
Alex goes first because ladies go
Yay!
first.
I was really
That's
hoping.
right.
So,
of course.
Alex, what did you grade San Angel Inn Restaurante?
Okay, so it's an A- for me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let the record stand. This is a very high rating.
Yeah.
Background on me. I was in hospitality. Was a server, bartender, bar trainer, national trainer, and then a restaurant manager. Managed, I think, nearly 500 between front of the house and back of house employees, like straight away out of college. So hospitality is my thing, and
right.
I have pretty high standards. So I'm going to tell you why I'm grading an A-, and I'm just saying, I think it's a really big deal, especially because obviously we're Mexican and some Mexican food, and we live in San Diego. So Mexican food, like it's really tough to have good Mexican food.
That's right. You can't mess it
Not
up.
to be rude, but in Florida, so
Yeah.
I know.
What do you mean? How very dare you?
Oh, I
With all due
agree.
respect.
100% agree.
So I'm going to tell you why it's an A- for me, which is still very high again. Starting with the pros because we're sweet, right? We always start with the goodness.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, look at that. My sister listens to
She
Mouse
knows.
Minutes.
I'm a Mouse Minutes fan. And for the record, also, while we're eating, I'm like, no one's talking about what they're
Yeah.
grading. We're invited and we got invited and we're here and we're doing it.
Alex is keeping us honest. She's like, no one say anything.
Yeah,
we're all sitting there.
What do you think about your meal? Like, we're not talking about it right now.
We're in fact not talking about it. Yeah. We will later when we're recording. Okay. So the pros, starting with hospitality, because obviously that's so important. Straight away, they were so attentive and kind. And very accommodating. So am I allowed to share what we were walking? Okay. So
Yeah, for sure.
basically trauma bonded right before
Oh
getting
my goodness.
to this restaurant.
I didn't know. Yeah. When you said like tell what happened before, I thought you were talking about like the
No, I'm
reservation,
saying
but
we
we're like
trauma
getting right
bonded.
into it.
We trauma bonded and we were running late essentially. And that
Yeah.
another episode. I don't know if we're ever invited back. But anyway, so we ended up being late and Whitney did such a great job. She was calling and they were very accommodating about rescheduling or pushing back our arrival time.
Yeah.
So that was phenomenal. When it came to culinary, it was so delicious. And again, it's saying a lot because, we know our Mexican food. Especially, I was going to say, especially, it was the starters for me that, in my opinion, were the absolute stars, the elote and the guacamole, phenomenal.
Yes.
I know that he ordered a beverage. I just got champagne, as I always do, which was good. Yeah, you can't mess up a split. His margarita, which I think he might mention, I had a sip and it was super delicious. As far as the ambiance, it was such a vibe. The shooting star, we looked up and there was a shooting star in the sky. It was so beautiful. Loved all of that. Cost, extremely affordable. Also, I don't look at prices, but for me, literally, I would say affordable. I actually had taken a photo of the receipt, so that's what I was looking at my phone. The appetizers ranged from $10 to $16 max, and they were so delicious and very large portions, so completely shareable. All of the beverages, $18 or less, and then entrees around $30. I think that's affordable, right? Because these are very large portions.
Yeah, totally. And we're talking Disney
meals,
dining, right?
Yeah. And then the kids' meals, they were $13 and they had a ton of food too. So I think that's extremely affordable. So that's a pro. So hospitality, culinary, ambiance, and costs, absolutely my pros. Cons? Are we allowed to get to that or do
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
You started with the
I
positive.
got 3. Arguably too efficient. We love not waiting, but it almost felt like they burned and turned our table. I was thoroughly enjoying the starters. And then our entrees came out. I was like, oh yeah, perfect time to eat. And then I was eating my chicken Caesar salad and I was like, oh wait, or I'm so sorry, not chicken, shrimp Caesar salad. And I was like, oh wait, the shrimp came out so quickly. Am I going to get food poisoning now? And then I panicked. But it was delicious. But I just got sometimes it's like you can be too quick. So they were arguably too efficient. This is like me being nitpicky, but remember when we went to the bathroom?
Peterson?
Yeah, I'm Peggy Peterson. We went to the bathroom and there was such a long line and it felt like there were moms there who had kids with them and they needed like changing stalls. And so I would say pro tip, go to the restroom before, if you actually need to go potty versus just washing your hands. That's just throwing that out there for anybody who cares and doesn't like
I think there's only 2 stalls in there, right?
I want to say 3, but 2 of them, like one of them was just for like a person like myself who didn't have a kid. I'm like, I'm going, like you all have kids. It's my turn in line anyways. So yeah, it was for such a large restaurant. You would have thought there would be like more stalls.
Way more space. Yeah.
I thought there were 3, but I don't know. Either way, definitely not more than 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then last but not least, it was a warm day, beautiful weather. But it kind of was rather chilly inside at the restaurant. And I'm just throwing out pro tips, for your amazing Mouse Minutes listeners.
That's right.
I would strongly encourage to bring a jacket. I mean, always love layering. Don't leave it in the stroller outside.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, shout out to Roberto C. He was our server and he was outstanding. There's another reason, but I think my husband might mention it and I don't want to steal everybody else's thunder, but that's my opinion. It's an A- for me.
Wow.
Yay,
so
that was
thorough.
awesome.
Oh my goodness.
She had her bullets down.
She knew exactly what she was talking about. My sister's so good.
All right, Barry, you ready?
Tough shoes to follow. Or because you're looking down and following the shoes,
Do an ass.
But let's do it. Yeah, Barry, brother Barry,
a copycat because I also gave it an A-.
Wow. Oh, my sister doesn't like that.
I think he went lower. I think he meant to go higher.
Well, I will say, when we walked in and we were, coming down the steps, and you get to really take in the whole environment. You can. You go in, it's hot outside, you go inside and it's cool. And it's interesting because you go inside, but it feels like you're outside.
And
if you've ever been to Disneyland, it has the same feel to me as Blue Bayou.
Totally. Yeah. Yes. Nice.
There's a ride in the background, you're inside, but it feels outside. It's nighttime. So it has that same vibe. So if you're wondering, like atmosphere-wise, it's that atmosphere in Mexico.
Yeah.
Right.
Love
in
it.
Mexico. That's right.
I love Blue Bayou and Disneyland.
Totally.
So I was already sucked in, just from that. And then, like you said, so accommodating, even though they had the mix up, they made sure everyone was taken care of.
Yep.
So the whole way in, everything's great. Mm-hmm. Roberto seating us down, he was on it. Just, do you want water? Do you want sparkling water? Do you want lime with your sparkling water? Do you want lemon and lime with your sparkling water? Just everything. Whether you're fully taken care of. Kids have their crayons, adults have their stuff going on. So all that, the whole ambience, the seating, the staff, everyone was great.
Nice.
I had to get when we had the menus going through it, and I saw the item that I ended up ordering. I was like, I have to get this. It's the eponymous Oso Buco.
They named it after him.
In Mexico.
Oh, that's right.
Mole.
That's right.
Wow.
Yours looks good
on my dish.
A chocolate bear.
And of course, he loved it.
Yeah.
So good.
It was so good. The pork falling off the bone, and there was so much that I had to take leftovers. The mole was sweet. The plantains were crispy and sweet. I will say the rice was a little bit overdone. It was a little crunchy, not like crunchy. Oh, this is fun texture, like crunchy, like I could break a tooth if I eat too much of this. I'm on the outside. So the rice was maybe it sat a little bit too long.
Yeah, so nobody wants crunchy rice.
An A-.
That's my minus.
Okay.
That's my
minus.
That's my minus.
Let's not forget your cucumber margarita. That was so good.
Well, and this is also an interesting, fun little tidbit that they had on the menus. A lot of the margaritas, and I don't know what the connection is, they had corn whiskey in a lot of the drinks. It was tequila and corn whiskey, and this one had it as well. So I was like, I'm going to try that just because I've never seen that before. And then it had all the other things I liked. It had lime, it had cucumber. It had the lime tahini rim. I was like, let's
we
keep
love
it going.
I
Just like
mean-
put all the things that I like into one drink.
Yeah.
It was, a lot of margaritas can be too sweet or too sour, and it puckers you. It was like
Perfect.
really nicely balanced, but not to the point where it lost character. Like it still was
Wow.
cucumber margarita with a corn whiskey kicker. You definitely got all of that out of it.
Let me ask you a question. Did it taste like it was pre-blended, or did it taste fresh? Like, did it taste like it was?
Oh, it's
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
I'm like
Oh,
offended.
like, no
It was not
way did they
pre-made. It was
pre-blend,
not
yeah.
pre-batched. It was fresh.
That's interesting.
And
Lovely.
That's
I'd be shocked if it was like pre-made. There's no way. It was like fresh.
Yeah.
because that was one of our, I'd say, knocks against Cava del Tequila that is right next door, which is a very popular tequila restaurant.
Margarita.
Yeah, margarita. Like they have some really great cocktails there, which they make a lot of them fresh, but sometimes they do have some pre-made
But
stuff.
not the frozen margaritas. They're just like, psh, you
That's
know.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's fair. Well, yours was on the rocks. So
On the rocks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Awesome. Awesome. So A- across the board so far.
Yes, I will say they did get extra credit though.
Yeah, he's gonna
They
say
got extra credit because remember when we left, we were missing something. I can't remember what it was. I don't know if someone left something. One of the kids left something.
was it like
They did.
Was it a tumbler, like a bottle?
A bow. It was a bow.
Oh, that's what it was.
Well,
Like a
that's-
bo peep.
No, like an actual hair bow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very, very important.
I came back. They were taking all the seating away from us being there, and then they asked me what I was doing coming back, and I told them. And then two other guys came over. So there's three guys in total with their iPhones out and the lights looking all over.
Oh my goodness.
Every single nook and cranny, every crevice of the seats, trying to find it. So it was top tier service from the get go. And even after we left, it was still top tier service.
Yeah, because they could have literally just said, I'm sorry,
And
we
they're
didn't
like-
find it.
Yeah, and they're like, we checked everything, we can't find it anywhere. They were so thoughtful. So, yeah.
Aw.
Maybe they get an A with extra credit.
That's awesome.
Yours honestly sounded like an A to me.
She just doesn't want to be the
Yeah,
same.
doesn't want to be
You
the same.
didn't break your tooth on the right,
I
so
didn't
you're
break my
fine.
tooth.
You didn't break your tooth. You're fine.
I love it. Yeah, too. And at the end, we'll ask the question, what could make it better? But we'll wait. We'll hold off on that. Just because we're going to
got
jump.
our answers.
Thank you both so much for your grades. It's okay that we don't have parity right away because you gave such thorough answers. And you know what? This is a free episode, but you're totally getting your value, listener,
getting your
right now because
value,
you're getting,
listener.
I feel like so much more than what we typically share.
I was going to say, they're so thorough.
Yeah, you guys should
Okay.
have a podcast. But thank you for sharing. We're going to jump over to Whitney real quick now.
Okay.
Whitney, what do you grade
San Angel.
San Angel Inn Restaurante in the Mexico Pavilion?
I
I almost said
graded
Cava del Tequila.
San Angel Inn Restaurante. The grade of a B+.
Oh, I thought you were going to say A-.
A B+. Okay. I was looking, I was like, I actually have a lot of pros, but I loved the location. I love the vibe of how it feels inside.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, Barry, it feels like the Blue Bayou, right? Very good comp. I love the nighttime volcano that they have as you're going through the ride. And it looks like it's erupting or whatever. That's always so fun.
Yeah, it's like smoldering and it's got smoke always just kind of coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. The food, the guacamole was so good. I remember
So good.
like, and what did it was pork rinds, is that right?
Literally, yes.
They served it with pork rinds, which I didn't know how I felt about that. I do think that could be a knock for some people that maybe they don't want pork rinds. They want the traditional like tortilla chips, you know?
Totopos.
But the kids
Well,
like
I'm
them.
a pescatarian, and then I was like, oh yeah, oh no, and they brought us chips, so it's fine.
You're right. You're 100% right. And that's a great point is that if you don't want them, just ask for tortilla chips, right?
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
cool with that. And again, accommodating, right? Something that is actually really unique about this restaurant, and this is kind of silly, but the bathroom is in the restaurant. There are a lot of places at Disney where the restroom is not actually located in the restaurant. You have to like go out to the main park. And although the restaurant, the bathroom is small, and that was one of my knocks too, is that like there was a long line. but it's nice to be able to just like go let the kids wash their hands and not have to like leave and go out and go have them wash their hands outside.
And there's just something nice, like as far as the theming, the continuity, you know, when you're like having to step out of your experience into a different one. It's just nice, especially for a restaurant and a pavilion that's as old as San Angel Inn and the Mexico Pavilion. Yeah. And I say not as old, but maybe that has as like that much legacy and character. Yeah. Sorry, this is not my grade. It's your grade, but
I loved my margarita. It was fantastic. So good. And I agree that the inside is cool and comfortable. Like I felt like the chairs and the seating is comfortable, which isn't everywhere. And it was cool and nice and lovely because especially when you're from outside coming in, it's always a great place to escape is in the Mexico Pavilion. But I will agree that AC is turned on mighty high. Yeah. Yes. It's like you go from like the surface of the sun to Antarctica. Pretty big. Quickly. Yeah. Yeah. The food here has always gotten mixed reviews.
Yeah.
And it kind of has like it's a little infamous. Infamous? Is that right? Infamous?
Yeah, infamous.
Yeah, that's the right word. Infamous for its food, but we've been here 2 times. Mm-hmm. And every time I'm pleasantly surprised by the food. Like, I'm like, this is good.
2 times before, like, this is our 3rd time. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like it's, like, actually good food. And sometimes I feel like we put things on a grade based on, or, like, a scale, like, almost like a curve because it's at Disney. But, like, I would legit go to this restaurant if it was not at Disney World. Like, I would be like, let's go to San Angel, right?
100%, especially in Florida. Like if we were visiting you guys, absolutely. 100%. We would go there again. I mean, I plan to go there again actually the next time we're at EPCOT.
Yeah.
So.
Yay.
Yes. But so I think that's important, right? Sister, you got the tacos de carne, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So that if you go order that, maybe you can count on that.
It was good. The only thing is that like, I don't know why everyone loves cotija cheese. I'm not a fan of cotija cheese.
Oh, I'm not mad about it. Yeah. I like it. I'm okay with it. Yeah.
I always just want the real deal.
Yeah. Just give me some like cheddar or American.
Not cheddar, but like American blend. Not American cheese. Ones? Please don't give me American.
Give me a Kraft single on top of my beans.
My last thing is that, so Alex, you mentioned some of the confusion. I did have to call Disney Dining, which you can call and make arrangements to switch up your reservation, which is something we had to do because although Test Track said it was 70 minutes, it was actually more like 2.5 hours, but we will leave that for another time.
But that's an important point, especially when you get stuck on a ride like we did.
Right. And so I called Disney Dining. They said, oh, we'll switch it for you. They switched it for me, but you know what they did? They actually didn't switch it for San Angel Inn. They switched it for Hacienda de San Angel. So I wish they would have named them more different because it is very confusing.
Too many Angels flying around. Too many San Angels.
So make sure that you're booking the right place. We're talking San Angel Inn, which is in the Mexico Pavilion. It is in the ride. Hacienda de San Angel is across the way. It's not in the pavilion. So I just feel like that's confusing.
Totally.
It
was confusing. And I think the hostess literally thought that
we were lying.
Yeah. I literally had to show her
Mentiroso.
receipts. Here's my receipts. Here's my dining reservation. So it's important to have your reservation number so you can actually do that. So anyways, those are my thoughts. Personally, I think that the company was phenomenal.
Oh,
we don't get to spend a lot of time with Tio Oso and Kiki Gaga, and so it is such a joy to be able to spend time with them. So
that makes it an A+.
Oh wait, I'm so sorry. Why did it not get an A then? Because that all sounded pretty positive to me.
I know that's what I was saying, but I felt like the food was good. It wasn't the best food I've ever had. And I think that they really need to rename it or rename the other one because I think that's annoying. And I also don't love the bathrooms. And it's a little cheap. Cool. Those are my downfalls.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's not a lot, but
so I can just fix that and get an A next time. Perfect. Okay, totally. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Just make your bathrooms bigger. Come on.
Good deal.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Jordan.
Yeah.
What did you grade San Angel Inn Restaurante? in Epcot.
Whitney, thank you so much for asking. And you guys, thank you so much for asking. You didn't ask, but that's okay. We're all asking.
Yes, we've been patiently waiting.
I graded San Angel Restaurante the grade of a B.
Wow.
A solid, strong B, which I feel like is actually a good grade. I feel like a B is solid. What happening? If you're on radio, she just covered my face with a hat.
That's Whitney, me. I did.
Yeah, not Alex over Zoom. No, but I really, really enjoyed this experience at San Angel Inn this time. So maybe I'm grading it overall in terms of. Maybe I'm grading it overall in terms of the experiences, the past experiences we've had in the past. Okay. So I'm going to start, because we like to keep it positive around here, I'm going to start with some positives. I think it's just not my... like I said, I was going to start positive, but it's not my favorite style of
This is his
Mexican
positivity.
Food. Yeah. I loved my dish.
What did you get? What did you get?
And it was enjoyable, and it was way more enjoyable than the last time we ate there. But it's not my favorite style of Mexican fare. Does that make sense?
What is it? It's not Tex-Mex.
It's more just kind of like a fresh Mex, right? It's not. It doesn't feel like Baja. Like Baja Mexican food like you get in San Diego. Because, again, we're all from Southern California. So we're kind of used to that. And, again, we're also kind of snobs when we eat Mexican food around the country. It's not Tex-Mex. At first, when I first experienced the Mexican food at Epcot, I was always like, this is just off. You know, it just doesn't taste the same. It's different flavors, different spices, different ingredients altogether. However, I think that the food and my dish, and even like you said, the starters this time were delicious. They were, home run. Like, it was delicious. Like you mentioned, Alex, I loved the guacamole, like the pepitas that they put in it, and then when they brought the totopos, like the little chips, and all the little salsas. That's what they call them on there.
AKA Cheeps
or montanas. But like all of that was really good. Like you can get that same guacamole outside at the margarita.
Yeah, that's true.
Stand, but I was going to be really disappointed if it wasn't the same guacamole as outside, because that guacamole is just so good. It's fire, as the kids would say.
As the kids would say.
Did we specify what you ordered though? Because I did look at our receipt. You got the pollo
rajas, not rojas. Yeah. Which was like grilled chicken. Yeah. It was super flavorful. It was all the stuff like the rice, the black beans. There was a crema sauce on top of it. And like you said, Barry, the chicken, like your dish, was so tender. It felt like it had been like marinating for a long time. It was just really good, really well balanced. I loved it. I would absolutely get that again. And I was a little hesitant to order that because it seemed like it was their favorite. Or like
guy's favorite?
Well, he's like, yeah, this is like the most popular thing on the menu. And I usually try to try something different. But I was like, I'm going to go with the normal here. And I did it. And I was so glad I did because it was so good.
I can totally see why you graded this a B.
Well, so let me get to some of my knocks.
He's like, best chicken I've ever had. It's such a good bun.
I love it
so my sister said it's a really affordable thing. And again, thank you, sister, for footing the bill on this one. But I feel like it's actually, as far as Mexican food, like pretty high priced, right? Like, but
I was gonna say the food. It's like we're not talking like street tacos that you would get in Tijuana. Like we're talking like higher end Mexican cuisine.
Yeah, that's true. But when I saw carne asada or like meat on there for like what was it, like $50 or like $35, it seemed like all of the entrees were anywhere from $35 to $50. per.
I mean, that sounds affordable to me especially and there were larger portions. Like it's not like you're leaving still hungry, right?
That's for sure.
Totally. But I feel like it's not signature dining, right, at Disney World. So it's one of those things where it seems like it's on the higher end of a kind of like moderate type restaurant.
But the experience in itself and where you're sitting, they're going to have that as a higher price point anyways.
Right.
Floating volcanoes.
Shooting
stars. Yeah, I mean, hello.
Which I was blown away actually because I didn't know. Like we've been on that ride so many times. The Three Caballeros, which again, like you said, Barry, you're sitting right there on the railing or even just back a little bit, so you see the little boats go by. But then you also see in the background that pyramid, the volcano going, the stars, the shooting stars, everything. It's such a vibe. But then I never realized that the volcano actually goes off at times. Like how fun was that? It was like actually shooting out lava.
Spitting lava.
So fun. But again,
I'm just kidding.
what were you saying?
It almost hit us, the lava.
That's right. Yeah. It was just hot in it. But I just feel like, it was just mucho dinero. Muy caro.
No.
But again, I don't know. I just feel like
that means
when you're
money.
eating Mexican food, it just feels like that's like a big thing for Mexican food. But I would do it again. My knock was mainly just because of its inconsistency from past experiences. But it does seem like they're maybe turning a corner on that. So I can't grade something fully on its past, mistakes. I'm hopeful for the future, and I would love to eat there again and maybe even revisit my grade.
I will say, it's a lot cheaper if you go to Tijuana. You can get some very cheap Mexican food. So we'll have to take you there, and you can get it for 50 cents a taco.
For another episode.
Yeah.
That's right. But that's what I got. So what would make it better for you guys? Let's jump over to you guys. What would make it better for you, Alex and Barry?
I would just say, and again, I totally appreciate efficiency, but maybe not rushing. Like if people are still literally eating their appetizers, all of our appetizers were still fully on the table and the entrees are hitting, right? I think we were in and out, and with appetizers and entrees, no one had room for dessert. We were in and out in less than an hour.
Yeah.
I think it was like 48 minutes max or something.
You're totally right.
It felt a little rushed, but also maybe they did fit us in because of the reservation mishap. So they gave it somebody else's table. So there was a little pressure, but I would literally just say just that. Next time I'm ordering my shrimp well done to make sure it's actually cooked. Maybe it'll take a little longer to come out.
You're like, can you start it now?
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
That's my same gripe is because we ate, they take the dishes away, and then you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I'm sitting at a table someone else should be in, so I guess we'll just leave. But like we've all mentioned, the ambiance is so enjoyable that you wanted to take your time and like eat the food and enjoy your company and stuff. But they bring the appetizers so quick, and then the meal comes so quick that you feel like, let me eat all of this, and then you're done. You're like, I guess we just go.
Time to go.
Maybe we would have been better off to like drink our drinks. Can I take your order? No, we're not quite ready yet. And we just like enjoy our drinks. We're going to get appetizers. So maybe it is like pacing it a little bit instead of giving it all at once.
That's a really interesting point too, because I wonder if their efficiency is also based off of the fact that you're in the middle of an amusement park that a lot of people are, planning and paying a lot of for. So they're turning it. And they're also maybe doing that for your benefit. But at the same time, I wonder if you could maybe set the table, no pun intended, for them to say, hey, we're planning on taking a little bit. We're going to enjoy this. We're going to enjoy some drinks and all that. And if they might just even kind of change up their vibe and how they approach you, which again, we didn't know that going into it, but that might even be like a good point for some of your Disney dining experiences in the future of just like, hey, we're here, and we're gonna like make the most of this moment. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was legitimately it was like 5 minutes.
So
maybe. Efficient, sure, but like I think that's a really good point because it was the fastest I've ever seen food come out of anywhere I've ever been to in my life. I was like, oh, we turned around and there's the food.
Did you have this sitting under a heat lamp? But no, it was fresh.
Modifications, and they got everything like
they nailed it.
It came out right. So
and they weren't. It wasn't like they were empty tables. So it was.
No, they were packed.
Yeah.
So, what about you, Jordan?
Well, I gotta say, one thing that just keeps popping up in my mind is their bathroom is really pleasant. I feel like that's a bathroom I would go out of my way to just sit in. However, one thing that was really
to sit in?
yeah, to just sit and hang out and enjoy the cool air.
That's why there's such a long line.
Scroll on Instagram.
No. It's just one of the best places in Disney World. But I feel like there was one also weird thing was that there was a phone. Someone accidentally dropped their phone, I guess, in the men's restroom, and it was like lodged in the toilet. So if you lost your phone and you're listening to Mouse Minutes, go check in San Angel Inn's bathroom just to see if
They need bigger toilets.
yeah.
Maybe they pulled up their pants.
That was a couple weeks ago. I don't know. No, but what would make it better? I think just consistency. Honestly, I think that's just the thing. And it seems like, again, maybe they've turned a corner. I'm really excited to go there again.
We're going back.
I gotta say, I wasn't super pumped on the idea of going to San Angel Inn to begin with. You know, I was excited for the company, but I wasn't pumped. I was like, oh, we've been there before and we didn't love it. But then I loved it, and I'm so excited to go back there again.
That was good.
Maybe they'll get higher than a B next time.
That's right.
B.
Yeah, they can dream. They can dream.
They can dream.
All right, sister. Sister.
Hi, I'm your wife.
You're my wife.
Yeah.
What kind of family is it?
Sister in Christ.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here? Let's just end the podcast. Yeah.
What were you saying?
What was I saying?
Asking your bride what her
Your sister.
Yeah, my sister in Christ.
sister in Christ. No.
We could just go back even before that. Whitney, what would make it better before? Whitney, what would make it better for you?
I feel like they need some more bathrooms. I wonder if they should put like a hand washing station outside of the bathrooms.
Oh, interesting.
Be a game changer.
Right?
You know, I use that.
Because all the kids got to wash their hands. I mean, you should wash your hands if you're at Disney, just saying. But, you know, that would be helpful to like maybe minimize the amount of stuff going on in the bathroom.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's the big one. And maybe use some regular cheese.
American cheese on
Not
your
American
rice.
cheese.
On your rice and beans.
No. Yeah, I think that's it. And don't bring out the food so dang fast. Let us enjoy. Spending a pretty penny to be here, as Jordan would think.
That's right.
And the drinks out first and the appetizers.
I mean, they literally did that.
But I think that also the other thing, if you go here and you drink margaritas, this is a place to get a margarita.
Totally.
Right?
Totally.
But that's all I have to say.
Yeah. Awesome. Anything else?
Well, I mean, I feel like we'd be remiss without saying a special muchísimas gracias to both of you, Jordy and Whitney, for allowing us to build memories with you guys and the kiddos at EPCOT. Had a great time at San Angel Inn. This obviously was a very difficult year for our family, well, really the past year, but this hands down was the highlight of our 2026, this day in particular. So we love you guys so much, and we're just so grateful for the time we had. Even the trauma bonding that we had before this meal, like we're just grateful for all of it. So thank you so much.
That's right.
The best auntie and uncle.
70 minutes turned into 2.5 hours.
Guys, it was brutal.
I wouldn't want to spend it with anyone else.
Yeah.
But I'd also love to never do that again.
Yeah.
Never.
Next time we can grade VIP.
Yeah. No joke.
A plaid shirt.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming. We're so thankful that you guys had the opportunity and made the time to come on the pod, as they say.
Where can people find some of your content or some of the things anything you'd like to share about your maybe sweet life?
Well, I mean, we're both proper business professionals, but do travel a lot for work, and we're blessed by being ambassador elite for Marriott Bonvoy, as you mentioned, on the Swan podcast. Yeah, so we're usually in beautiful hotels, and we are generously upgraded. This is not a suite, but yeah, we do have an Alley Cat Suite Life. I've only posted one time. I haven't even followed anybody yet, but okay, maybe we'll make it happen on
one day soon.
On the top, yeah.
Awesome. Well, and I'm
Well,
sure
awesome.
we'll be seeing more of you guys on the podcast as we're all not going anywhere because we're family. Oh, and Alex and I, we have matching tattoos.
We have matching tattoos.
Yes,
We're
yes.
sisters forever. I got it with us. I can't show mine because it wouldn't be appropriate, and I'm also wearing a
Well, thank you for that, sister. And thank you both for being on here. It's such a joy, such a pleasure. And I want to ask you listeners, what do you grade San Angel Inn Restaurante in EPCOT? Did we hit the mark? Did they hit the mark? Did I totally miss it? What do you think? Let us know down in the comments or on Instagram. Whitney, can you bring us home, baby?
So we are over on Instagram at Mouse Minutes Podcast. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed on YouTube, Apple,
U2, the band, Bono.
YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. We will see you all next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Bye.
And thanks for my microphone, Barry.
You're welcome.
2 for 1.
Yeah.
Things.
2 for 1.
Ching.